Well, what started as a small open mic night among risk youth is now a full-grown public performance happening tonight here in Calgary. We welcome to the program Kate Hawksworth from the Alex Youth Center, as well as Chef Michael Noble, great friend of the show, to talk about the beginnings of open mic night and its importance. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Nice to see you in a bit of a different arena and without the chef's apron on.
Well, I had to figure out actually which shirt to wear because normally I just have my chef whites on.
Well, you clean up nice.
Thank you.
Nicely done. Okay, Kate, let's start with you. And for people who aren't familiar with the Alex and the programming and how you help support youth, tell us a little bit about the Alex and what you guys do.
So the Alex Community Health Center is really about looking at all the different types of health. So it's wrapping around healthcare in a very different way. So looking at the social determinants of health and asking the question, are you healthy if you're hungry? Are you healthy if you have a place to sleep? Are you healthy if you don't have a toothbrush to brush your teeth? So it's looking at all the different aspects. And I think the most important thing about this event tonight is really around connection. And how do we build connection for kids? How do we make it so that we're not just talking about all the places that they're at risk, but all the places where they're strong and all their strengths? So this is such an amazing opportunity to celebrate them and their abilities and their art.
Excellent. I love that. And it sounds very comprehensive, but started out with a very basic question. And speak a little bit about the origins of Open Mic Night and how you felt like this would serve the youth.
I think
it's taken on a life of its own.
It has, really. I think it started as an original conversation where I was introduced to Michael Noble, and we were talking, and we said, well, maybe we could do something with musicians. We had a lot of youth coming into the center that would pick up guitars and just kind of start playing. And it kind of morphed and evolved and became this big-hearted, well, let's do more. What else could we do? How could we expand this into some mentorship opportunities where men were showing up for youth in real ways? Because a lot of the youth that we see don't have natural supports, don't have solid people in their lives. And I often say, if you don't have someone to call at 3 o'clock in the morning, how do you stay safe? So how do you actually thrive? And Michael kind of said, well, let's do this. Like, let's create men in these kids' lives, especially a lot of the young men had said that they didn't have solid male role models, that was something that was missing. And it kind of grew from there. We did one open mic night at the center, and it was a really big success. And I was working, we also do some graffiti work where kids that maybe they may have gotten a charge or something like that for graffiti or trying to work off volunteer hours. It's a way that we can kind of divert them from any kind of justice system. And I called up Michael and said, I'm at Container Park, they're doing this giant graffiti wall, and they just opened up a container and it's a stage. What if we did something here? And it was just a thought, just an idea, and he kind of looked at me and he's like, yeah, no, we can do that.
Yes.
Really?
You have some big ideas.
Yeah, I'm kind of like that.
Yeah.
I just say yes.
Well, we like that, and saying yes to something like this is so important. So speak a little bit about, obviously there's a food aspect of it, but your involvement in mentoring these youth.
Well, there's a food aspect because the youth are hungry as well, and it's a great way to just convince them to just come out, even if you're hungry. And, you know, food is nourishment, and it opens people's hearts, and that's the cool thing about it. You know, when Notable opens, and we're now in year 8, I can't believe it, I just wanted to be connected to the community. And then I have this thing about me where I think giving service can impact the world just a little bit at a time, but there's that beautiful ripple effect, because the world needs people with a good heart and an open heart. There's enough of the other stuff going on out there. So, and I've also been connected with a tribe of men for the last 10 years. And one of our contacts is always to give service in the community. So it just came about, and I've got some great contacts. Brent Tyler, who plays Offcut Bar at the Nash, is going to lead this thing tonight. And music just brings people together, and it's a great way to be in community. And I can't wait.
Music and food, and I imagine these, you know, seemingly small things make such a big difference for these youth. And how can people get involved? It takes place tonight.
Well, stop by. I mean, it is an open community event, and we've got 2 artists that are actually going to be live painting one of the sea cans.
Cool.
So that's pretty amazing. And so, yeah, it's from 7 to 9 at Container Park. Check us out.
Yeah.
You can also, the Alex website, www.thealex.ca. We have a link there for volunteering, so you can connect with us that way as well.
Okay, so if not tonight, it goes beyond that, and the first 100 people will be very lucky, Michael.
Yeah, anyone who just wants a great burger and some awesome music on a beautiful night can just come on down there.
Okay, perfect. Well, it sounds like a great marriage and one that will certainly move forward with food and entertainment and helping out these kids. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Pleasure.